Hello everybody, Caleb again, we're back here again today, and welcome back to Doki Literature Club. We are returning back to this game, and we're gonna go right back to where we finished off. Let's read back to the context. Another day passes, it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi Caleb! Yo, Sayori! Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? Why does Sayori want me to come with her to buy a snack? Will I go to the vending machine, Sayori? No, ditch this place early? No. She's my best friend. No. More than that. No thanks. See, just my friend. Eh? She's confused now. She thought this was gonna work. Not on me. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Oh, what are my reasons? Why don't we take a look at your you know, I'm just speaking and just facts right here. We don't usually go through the woman's purse, you know. I don't care who the woman is. I don't go through the purse. Yeah, she's nervous now. You know, why that all of a sudden? I don't want to. No reason really. I just want to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. Okay, and she fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. Interesting. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. Wow! We're child and best friends. I would Sayori, don't listen to the guy I'm controlling right now. I would lend you some money. I got you, Sayori. I don't know about this guy. But there's one more thing. Apparently there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. What? I love Sayori. Sayori's my favorite. I give up. She's so upset. She's like, I want food. Don't make me feel guilty. I'm so sorry, Sayori. If you feel guilty, that means... Oh God! Good Lord! Oh, Yuri's been listening in, apparently. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always. Yuri! This is a private conversation! How dare you intervene! I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. I swear of it. I swear of it. You know, they were just, I mean, it sounds like a joke. I just had to giggle. Yeah. Yuri, tell Caleb to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. You're already involved yourself here about your little giggly crazy eyes. Yeah, I remember you crazy eyes, Yuri. You don't scare me. I'm just going to continue on. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous stunt like that, your suffering's fair enough for— Oh God! Why are we just pulling on to Sayori like this? Sayori, here's $20. Go get yourself a snack. Well, I don't know why I could get $20. And $5. I didn't mean that. Yuri went off, by the way, on Sayori. I get too absorbed in my book. Oh, yeah, your books caused this. If I'm sure it's not the crazy in your eyes. Yuri's. Can't even believe it. Sayori's like, I'll brush it off. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't have much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. I don't think that's the word. Revolution? That's like a thing that people do when they want to revolt. Thank you, Yuri. Retribution. See, nervous, Sayori. Love you, though. So, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Yeah. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. Yeah, she does. She knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But, you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Oh! I did not expect that. Plop! I like the sound effect they used for that. That was a good smack. I don't know what happened. Yeah! Ow. What was Eh? A cookie? There's no magical cookies. Can I get one? I want a magical cookie. Cookie. Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapper. Where's mine? I want a cookie. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution, Sayori. Thank you. Actually, that one almost worked. It's Satsuki! I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Wow. Look at that little vampire, too. That means she's evil. Okay, we got crazy eyes, we got evil, and we just got poor, like, middle child Sayori. Just, like, mix of both. Little shy, but also evil a little bit, you know. Natsuki! That's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. And let her enjoy her cookie! I know that's me saying it, but I don't like a cookie. I probably shouldn't say that out loud, but whatever. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue! Thank you, Natsuki. High five, Natsuki. That's awesome. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Sayori, you got your cookie. Natsuki gets her cookie. Oh, don't take her cookie. Can I try? No, Sayori. Jeez, beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and wraps her arms around her. Jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Oh! Sayori suddenly leans down to take a bite of Natsuki. Oh! Sayori! No! Bad Sayori! Where's the water bottle? Hey! She's so upset! Did you seriously just do that? Look at the crazy person Sayori she is. She just runs into the corner with her little treat. Mouthful of You're right, I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica! Can you tell Sayori? Wait, where is Monica? Natsuki glances around. Monica's in the... Where's Monica? Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. Oh, she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. A what? A boyfriend? It's okay, I like Sayori anyway. I mean, Monica, you do your thing. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. Sayori's pretty desirable. Crazy eyes and evil. I'll choose Monica, but Sayori beats Monica, so... Sayori, you win. Yeah, that's true. Don't say that, Sayori! Excuse me! Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. We were startled, Monica. We had no idea where you were. What were you doing, young lady? Were you out with another boy? Yes, but we're all wanting to know, what were you doing? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Yeah, Monica. But boyfriends? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing Okay, Monica. Practicing piano. Not an easy thing to do. As a person that once tried to practice piano a little bit. I applaud you for that. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. You play music? You know what, Crazy Eyes? I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Caleb. You know what? I'm going to be my mouth shut around you now, Monica. Sayori, I'm after you. I want Sayori. Monica. Where did the other girls go? Monica, what did you do? Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything. Yeah, Monica, no pressure. Just do your thing, Monica. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I'd really love the chance to share once when I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. Only, Sayori bit a cookie. Well, Sayori tried to steal money from me. Then she got a cookie from Natsuki. Natsuki threw it at Sayori's face. Then Sayori proceeded to hug Natsuki in a sweet moment and then took a bite of Natsuki's cookie. And then that's where you came up. Yeah, I guess I chose to leave that out. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Caleb! Sayori suddenly comes up to me. I'm gonna go get some supplies from the other classroom. Wanna come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know how the festival is coming up. Me and Monica were gonna make some posters and stuff. So I need to go find some crayons and markers and glue sticks. Ah, I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Yay! Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon. Are you going with Caleb to get the supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him. But I wanted to go. So much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find a poster paper too, okay? Okay! Ready, Caleb? Yep, let's go. We're going to explore more parts of the school? Sayori and I exit the club room. I follow behind as Sayori hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey, Sayori, what exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry. Is that so? Yep. We're gonna do a poetry performance. Well, as a previous theater kid in my life, a poetry performance in front of people doesn't scare me. But honestly, as a character in this game, as myself, as a manga-loving anime shy person, yeah, see, he's questioning it. I'd be all over it. This Caleb, not so. Of what kind? Well, everyone is going to take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. That sounds kind of dull. I love my inner thoughts. Kind of dull. Caleb, you're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems. It's about performing them. Like you say, the lines of the poem like, between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moments between my fingers. But to what ends have I summoned this joy? For now when I look in every direction, the once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland. Like that! Sayori, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. You meanie. I'm working super hard on this, I took it seriously. I thought Sayori did great. Good job, Sayori. I know. I just mean that it's pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self. Don't say that. It's embarrassing. Pushes me through a window. God. But I guess that means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. I'm so excited. The festival's going to be so much fun. So you spin yourself around in the hallway again. Hey, Caleb, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. The mission? Mission impossible. Can we get the crayons? It's been a long time since I've spent time with Sayori like this. But in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hold myself up in my room more and more. So going adventuring with Sayori brings about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. Ooh, the two of us enter the classroom. Sayori heads straight to the closet and I follow. Let's see what we have in here. Crayons! Sayori pulls a box full of crayons off the shelf. They're the best brand too! They're kind of dirty though. Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted, we still need to find— Wait! I'm looking for my favorite color! Fine. Now let's move aside so I can look for the poster paper. I dropped one by accident. Stop! What's the matter? Natsuki, are you throwing cookies around again? No, I'm not. Not this time. Oh, thanks, Natsuki. Welcome. Yeah! Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. She falls to the floor and the crayons spill all over her lap. Ow, 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 ow! Ow, that's hitting your head on the shelf. That's just, ouch. You okay? My forehead! Sayori clutches her forehead. Geez, Sayori, that's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Sayori sitting on the floor, I'd grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hands, Sayori. But it hurts. Just do it for a second.
Just Sayori. I thought I pulled you up, but you're still on the ground.
Sayori slowly releases her hand from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side. Ow! Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice. Caleb, where do I even find ice around this time? I guess a cold drink would do. You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. Even wincing from the pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Okay. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I pat Sayori on the shoulder and run out into the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since it will be used as an ice pack rather than to drink. But I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. In just a moment, I'm worried returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other hand to clumsily scoop crayons back in the box. Oh, this is the nice music. I like this music. At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them.
Sayori, here. Let me get my voice seat for this. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice. That's a weird bottle of apple juice. But it's apple juice. Why does it look like half of it's already drank, too?
It's nice and cold. Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Sayori, no! That's why it's half empty, because she started drinking it. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot! Don't need to call her an idiot. Sorry, I forgot. How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against the bumper on her head. It stings. Just bear with it, it'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crown, so that's good. Hey, Caleb. This kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? What are you implying, Sayori? What do you mean? You know, I used to play outside all the time. I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on things you did. But sometimes, when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump. And I would start crying really hard. And you would rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know? Did I really do that? Yeah. You don't remember? Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. Oh, this is such a cute moment. I love it. So in a way, it was my fault. Kind of like this time, too. What? If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. Caleb, I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Are you sure? Even after all these years, you're rushing to help me, even though I'm just being clumsy. Well, Sayori, you know, when you put it like that, you really are a sweetheart. Oh, Sayori! Don't call me that! And I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right. Caleb, I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. Me too, Sayori! I love you! I mean, are you gonna hear that? I don't know what came over me, Sayori. Do you think it'll be like this forever? Forever? If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll end up for college or after that. So it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises, but, well, I hope so. I grab her by the shoulder. I know this is part of the game, and I give her a big hug. I love you, Sayori. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. I'm so happy. There's a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. So silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. Just grab her by the chin and just give her a gentle kiss. She wouldn't argue it. But we can't rush the game like that. There'll be no more toys until the game will end. We don't want that. I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know. Good luck with that. She's gonna see her forehead either way. And if I hide it under my bangs? Sayori hops to her feet. Back to the cheerful music and not like the deep... I liked it though. That was nice. That was a nice little connection between me and Sayori. She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast or you're hurting yourself. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Sayori into the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs to try to hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the club room. You're back. Good timing. I was just about ready to start with sharing our poems. Sayori, your forehead. She's fine. Don't worry about. I was playing with the crayons and smacked my forehead into the... Sayori! Sayori, it's just nothing, Monica. I was doing this, Monica. That's what I did. Just 3 dots. God. Just Monica doesn't even know what to say there. Well, anyway. We're able to find everything we needed. I have it right. Sayori finally glanced around herself. I forgot all this stuff! Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper, too. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Caleb. I typically do. Oh, well, Sayori. I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori. I made it an adventure. She did. Made it fun. Yeah, that. Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too! Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? Guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box was closed tightly, I returned to my seat. Okay, we started with Sayori last time. Okay, it's fun to see Natsuki and Yuri. I want to save Sayori and Monica for the end, so we're going to start with Yuri. Let's see what we have written for today. Well done, Caleb. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot. It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings. And write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your readers to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, well, an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course! Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught up by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eye of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft. That raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice bread and I feed myself again. I like that poem. It was a good poem. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. The only thing that concerns me, Yuri, as I call you crazy eyes, is your expression of the cutting knife. I don't gotta worry about you and knives, do I? I'm not gonna think too much about it. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them? Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I want to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. Those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep it to myself, but I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? That's a good question. Why do you can express yourself, Sayori. I said Sayori. Yuri, we're not gonna make fun of you, but because they're embarrassing. If people would make fun of me, I would not make fun of you. You're I call you crazy. I know that's making fun of you, but you're such a nice person. Don't you have anything like that, Caleb? Well, I got in this game at least I got my manga collection. Yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned something to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Okay, we're gonna go to Natsuki now. Let's see what Natsuki has to say. Well, it's not terrible, thanks, Natsuki. I could only expect that from you. But it's pretty disappointing after your last... Wow, okay, thanks, Natsuki! Then again, if this one was as good as your last one, I would be completely pissed. Fine, Natsuki. Well, I guess I wanted to try something a little different this time. Fair enough, you're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength, but you never really struck me as her type. Sayori is a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead... Wow! Thanks, Natsuki! See how good of friends we are! That was a little unnecessary, but think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she'd probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'll show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. I love spiders! What do you have against spiders, Natsuki? Maybe this is a deep poetry. Kind of like how Natsuki loves her manga, but doesn't tell anybody about it. Maybe that's what it is. I could be wrong. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with such similar analogies. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. And those people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks That doesn't matter, it can be about anything. Yep. Knew it, called it. Natsuki's manga collection. Everyone has to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. That's something that we've had with Natsuki and now Yuri. Like, somebody has that something that they're like, interesting, that both of them are like... It's funny, because Natsuki and Yuri have very similar interest in like how they deliver things. They just deliver it differently. So they have like this same common ground, it's just how they deliver it differently. So that's interesting to see. Something that you're afraid if people found out they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Huh, that's funny. I heard about something like similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure. I might as well just not even have my self-talk, because I'm calling it before it even goes! Really? Well, I mean, hers pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she would have some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Let's give her trouble finding words. I guess I'd try not to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff, I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it, it sounds like she's learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow, too, so look forward to it. I'm looking forward to Natsuki. Sure to show my home to next. I think we're going to do Sayori, then do Monica last. Oh, Sayori's quiet. Caleb, I really love your poems. Aw, thanks, Sayori. I needed a win. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me. I'm not hiding anything, but your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the only one who feels it that way, so... No way! Not even Natsuki? Well, I guess Natsuki's the least likely to admit how much she likes something, but I don't think it's that. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. Oh God. She's like, wait, she did not just say that. What? Stop thinking weird things, idiot. Hey, we don't gotta call her idiot. She's Sayori, she's our best friend. I just mean that you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things. Like cooking. Let's not talk about that. You almost burned your house down. I don't want to relive that. So yeah, I guess what I'm saying is that I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time. I don't know if I understand. You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's head. Just a little nice pat pat. Hey! I'm not a kid, you know. Are you sure about that? Maybe. Wink. Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands. Hey, Caleb, will you give me your poem? I kind of want to keep it. Huh? Why? Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me. Sayori, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Sigh. Why did I say sigh? Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home. Really? Snap. I wrote my pencil. Good lord, Sayori. Sayori hastily bends down and picks up the piece she dropped. But being inattentive of her surroundings, she bumps right into me. So sorry.
Some information.
What? I wasn't talking to you. Siri. It's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk behind her to support herself, knees shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. It's okay, Sayori. I still love you. I mean, you didn't hear that. Let's sit down, Sayori. Yeah. I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit at the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem. Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours. Jeez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. But there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, and bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle is starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Huh. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. Doesn't it feel like time elapsed? My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done. I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend. Each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, in shards all over the floor. They're switching for my friends who aren't smiling. They are all shouting, pleading, something, but all I hear is echo, 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 inside my head. Huh. Holy crap. Yeah, that's all I can think right now. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. Even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Okay, Sayori. New Alexander Hamilton over here. How can you write like you're running out of time? Don't get ahead of yourself. Siri's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times, but seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Who should I show my poem to next? Monica, obviously. Hi again, Caleb. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. Huh, I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to show what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright. It's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori like the other one that you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone, but Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you could talk to me every now and then too. I'm not like unapproachable or anything, am I? No, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah, I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless. Noise. Noise. It won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Load me? What? It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? Haha, I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just kind of a thing I never really seen before, I guess. That's very accurate. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. Writing can be magical, I'll give you that. I'll give all of that. I'll give all of you guys that credit. Writing can be very magical, like just how it's delivered and everything, depending on who's writing it. And it can be really drawn out really well. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's so hard for me to tell what it's about though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. We're gonna save right there, actually. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Monica, you scare me sometimes. Wait, is this even about writing? What am I even talking about? Yeah, Monica, what is going on? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, Monica, you scared me with that one. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. It's about the festival. Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting a new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sari's been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Oh, I wonder how these two are going to react. Performing? Monica. Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sari's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sari, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting up those posters, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? There is no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys. No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's just a lot to ask them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, that will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all of it takes is just standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Oh, they're silent. I don't know how on board they are with this. This is interesting. Will Yuri and Natsuki be on board with this? Natsuki and Yuri remain. Oh, Sayori's nervous too. Oh crap. Sayori looks. Yeah, she does look worried. I guess it leaves me to no choice. I agree. Yes! Here we go! I'm so proud of you! I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, good. So Natsuki's in. Come on, Yuri! Yuri! I won't call you crazy eyes anymore if you agree. We got a deal? Yeah. Okay, fine. I guess we'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Come on, Yuri! I'm not gonna call you crazy eyes anymore right now if you get into it. She's thinking about it. Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expected faces. I guess I don't really have any choice. That's everyone! You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. No, it won't, Yuri. No death. Oh, gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh, no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of the poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. It's something she's done before, or she's simply a natural. I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica! Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Yuri? What? Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. This is crazy. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri actually glances around at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called Afterimage of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gives a word into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she'd be bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. Amazing! Yep, applaud. Everybody applaud. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. I'm not calling you crazy ass no more, Yuri. That was phenomenal. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the phone to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Yuri's just... Okay, that was enough for me. I don't need any more. I refuse. I refuse to do any more. Looks like Yuri's down for the count. Yep. Okay. I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, you gotta chill with the giggles. Sayori? Yep. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror, or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this poem on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought and knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Caleb liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems would work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. The next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenged you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Caleb. Okay, Natsuki hates me. It's fine, I'll go. It's not like I could compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Caleb lower everyone's Wow! Thank you, Sayori, for staying up. Natsuki, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive an applaud anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are y'all looking at me? Because you're presenting? Good job, Monica. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm to it and her rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if it's giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put it on whatever face I want for other people. When it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... well, I guess in that case, you won't have too much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice for the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poems to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Well, I'm doing it for Sayori, not for you, Monica, sorry. Oh, yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. After the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club, and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do it my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep! Look at you two always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Guys. Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori's being a little quieter than usual. Why is Sayori being quiet? That's not like Sayori at all. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. Oh, no wonder. I was thinking about something familiar. I like how we get to... I mean, sorry if I'm with the words. So let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well, I would walk home with Yuri. I would still walk home with Sayori! Sayori, I love you. You're my girl, Sayori. I'll go with Sayori. Sayori. You really think I would ditch you for Yuri? But, she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. But I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Caleb. You think about me too much sometimes. You would deserve it if she wanted so. Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never gonna happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for a Sadie to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Well, we're back to making poems. Here we go. Let's see here. We want to keep going with Sayori. So let's try Vibrant. Nope. Despise. Nope. That's how about Jumpy? Nope. We're 0 for 3 so far. Peaceful. There we go. We got one. How about Breathe? Nope. Dang it. How about Fantasy? Dang it. I didn't mean to click that, but that was Massacre? Okay, that's weird. We need to get more Sayori, though. Family. There we go. We got one. Grief? No, that wouldn't be Sayori. Maybe Grief would be Sayori? Yeah. Because she felt guilty for the, the money, but still. Precious, that would probably be Contamination, Promise, Vertigo. Together. Yep. Forgive, maybe that's Sayori. Yep. Scars. I don't think that would be Sayori. Friends, that has to be Sayori. Vacation, Alone, Imagine, Broken. Broken? I didn't expect that to be 100% Sayori. Okay. Sing. Maybe that's Sayori? Yep. Okay, we're slowly getting it. Smile. That has to be Sayori. Kiss? Nope. Crap. What would be Sayori? I would think Cry would be going to Yuri. Love, maybe Sayori? Yep. Okay, we got a couple more. Clumsy, that has to be Sayori. And Joy. Yes. Okay. I think we got a Sayori poem down yet again. But I also think that's going to be the end of today's episode. We'll come back to this. That's going to be the end of today's episode, you guys. We got a lot done in this episode. I'm really excited for what is going to happen. Things are getting a little bit more weird as we are continuing. So it's only going to be more interesting to see what happens here in these next few days, But that is all we have time for today. If you guys enjoyed today's video and got to the very end, please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!